Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Reba here. So, you guys, the blossom has opened up on the apricot tree. Now this is the Goldcott apricot tree that I have. And as you can see, I've moved a lot of my pots around the yard because my kids are using the yard for riding their bike. So, yeah. So I'm kind of excited. I'm noticing a lot of green leaves developing on here. So those will be opening up soon too. And I saw a lot of blossoms in the neighborhood for our other trees opening up their blossoms. So exciting, you guys. Spring is finally here. So I'll come over here so you guys can see, and there it is. There's our blossom. Hopefully it's nice and focused so you guys can see. It's kind of hard for me to tell if it's focused because of the camera, but we've got a blossom, wanting to say right here. We've got another blossom over on this side of the tree. Then we've got two right here. And another one right where that tag is, right here. So that is coming along. And something is breaking over there. Looked like the limb was moving. So might be having a limb coming down out of the tree. Heard something. Anyways, everything's looking good, you guys. Just wanted to do a quick little video showing you that. The blossom out front is also starting to open up, and it does look like it is a wild hyacinth. So that's really good news. But I'm just gonna take a look, walking through here, seeing how everything's looking. The buds are swelling on the little apricot tree here, as you can see. Hopefully. Let's see. I'm kind of at a bad angle, but there's a bud here and it's swelling. There's a bud down here, it's swelling. And then over on this side, I've got a bud here and a bud here. So normally I'd always record on the other side of the tree, but now that I have it repositioned, so we'll be watching those buds. And then there's some more down on the lower part of the trunk of the tree. So we'll be keeping an eye on that too, on the growth this year. And there will be zero trimming anymore on that this year. So yeah, so everything is looking good. I'm just watching all the trees that I just got at the store. So I'm not planning on doing any real trimming. This is the one I want to cut back, but I'm feeling like I'm just gonna leave it this year and do pruning next winter when it's dormant. So like maybe next January, February time frame, I'll probably do some trimming on it. But everything is looking good. Hi Ryan. So yeah. And then you are on your bike. That's awesome. Okay. So I'm trying not to get his sweatshirt because it's got his school that he goes to on his sweatshirt, and he's being a stinker trying to get in the camera. So I'm going to try to stay ahead of him. He's annoying me now. So over here I moved some of the other pots. Here's the Crandall Currant, you guys. And it's got the green leaves, as you can see, looking really good. And I've got two of my gooseberries next to the Crandall Currant. They're really liking this pot in the yard because it gets nice and warm right here along the shed. And I need to be emptied ashes into the dirt here, so I need to mix everything up. And I've got to get my my pineapple sages in there. Ryan, be careful. I got to get my plants out of there so he can play in the dirt. And then here's the other gooseberries, and the leaves are getting nice and green. So excited about that. Here's a project that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be pulling this frame apart back here. There was a shed back here, and it was just gross. It was really bad, leaking, and nothing could be stored in it. And so now it's just, there's nothing there really, and it's really poor workmanship. It's just falling apart. We need to get that pulled pulled out so we can mow and stuff back there. And over here, show you guys, because I haven't done anything outside really for a while. So I moved some strawberry plants out here onto this stand. I had this up by the house, but now I have it here next to the greenhouse. And just kind of move some things around. Flowers outside. One of my kids busted one of my little pots down here. And I moved the strawberries outside, so that way they can be out in the yard now. It's getting warm, so it's perfect. And then I got all my starts in these little flats along here. I'm going to be getting rid of all of these here in the near future. I'm looking at the gooseberries that are coming to life, and it's almost time this week probably to get those potted into a pot and then let them set for a week in the dirt and water them in, and or just make sure they've got good roots and then put them in the dirt, and then start selling some of the starts. I'll probably sell the bigger ones, but I'm only going to be doing that here locally. I won't be shipping these ones out. I'll be doing just clippings to send out next year. So, and I'll only have a small handful starting out next year for the Burgundy Sweet gooseberries. So, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys this here. So right here is this plant that's coming up right there. Does anybody know what that is? There's another little leaf coming up next to it on the other side. So I've got my water bottle in my hand, so it's kind of hard, but there's another leaf right there coming up next to it. So I don't know what that is. So that's really interesting. I don't know what it is, honestly. It's just coming up in my container pots. And I've got, like, in this one I've got celery that's sprung up. So I've got more celery coming up, and it's called cutting celery. I don't know if it's like the traditional celery, you know what I mean, like just normal like celery ribs. But when I bought it, it said cutting celery. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure if it gets much bigger, but it comes back. So if you cut it, it just keeps growing back. So maybe that's why it's called cutting celery. But I moved all of my plants along here. I got my sage. I kind of pruned it a little bit the other day with my fingernails. I just took off all the old leaves. And so yeah, and this rosemary right here took a beating in all the snow, you guys. I think it's still alive, but it's really, really sad. So I'm hoping that it'll perk up, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna sell it. If it comes out of this weird funk, I'm just gonna sell it and pass it on to somebody else and let them enjoy it. And then I moved all my trees. I got my apple trees that I started from seed along here, and then I have the one apple tree that I started from seed inside the greenhouse that I did the graft on. So we'll be watching that to see if that takes hold, you guys. So that'll be something. So yeah, I've got mostly the berries over along this side of the yard, and then I got the trees on the other side of the yard for the most part. I do have a couple trees over here. I have like these in the smaller pots. I have these apple trees in the black pots here, and then I have that Russian olive tree there, which is not the standard olive tree. It is more of a berry that you can turn into jams and jellies and chutneys and probably pies even. You could probably use them in pies. So yeah, I've got those all on this side, and then my berry bushes, and then I have my Mountain Beauty. I keep calling it my Mountain Beauty, but it's Ivan's Ivan's. It's on the tag. Ivan's Beauty Mountain Ash. I'm always getting confused with the name, but yeah. So I have it right here, and my son is trying to get into the video again. Hi. Can you stop grabbing my arm? Okay, so that's how everything's looking. I also moved my herbs right along here. We're not telling everybody your bus route number, okay, Ryan? So, yeah, so I've got all of my herbs. I moved them out a little bit more. I had them up a little bit further next to the house, and they have a little bit more sun here now, so I'm gonna leave those here. I don't think I'm gonna move them this season. I think I'm gonna leave the pots just where they are for the rest of the season, and if at all possible, I'll probably just leave them here from now on, because I'm kind of getting tired of moving my pots around. But these ones are gonna all move along here. These are not gonna stay where they are. I'll move them as I need them. I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the purple pots kind of in the general area that they are in right now, at the post fence areas. So I'll probably leave those, and then the rest of the stuff I'll just kind of move them accordingly. And then yeah, so everything is looking really good, you guys. Thought I would do a quick little video, just kind of show you the blossom out here in the backyard with the tree. When I saw the other trees blooming out, I was like, okay, it's time to look to see if that bloom is open, and it has. So I'm so excited. It doesn't, the other blossoms haven't opened up yet, so I don't know if that'll turn into fruit or not. We'll see what the bees have to say about it. So anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button, and as always, you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless you all. Bye.